Hi YouTube girlies. What a day, what a day, what a day. We had the Nintendo Direct, which was pretty stacked. I'm not going to be talking a lot about that, but we are going to talk about all the Pokemon reveals. We're starting with the Pokopia trailer. I've seen everything, but there's stuff to talk about. We're going to then watch the new Legenza trailer, and then we're going to adjust our rankings of the Megas so far. We're like really ranking how Girlypop their debut is, how Girlypop they're sitting, and then after the game is done, we're gonna go and like officially start looking back at the tier lists. But let's get started with Pokopia. What's a Romanesco? So this really surprised me. I was like, Ditto, what are we getting? I honestly thought that this was going to be a Generation 10 announcement when I saw this. That's the year. We're in the year of experimentation and play. And then Ditto turned into a person. I said, uh-oh, we're getting a spin-off. This is Xenoblade 4.
This land is just waiting to be shaped by a Ditto that looks like a human? And what's that in the grass? Oh, that's Bulbasaur.
Somebody did bring up the... Okay, let's keep watching.
A grass-type Pokemon.
Look at the little backpack with the Ditto on it. That's cute.
What's this? Looks like Ditto's got an idea. By learning this move,
I think it's quite cute. I will say I'm not an anti cozy game person. I think there's actually a lot of fun iterations on this type of genre. We call it cozy game, but it's a big box that's putting too many things into one place, because like Dragon Quest Builders and Stardew Valley keep getting called like cozy games, but they're just like simulation building, farming, village building games. People are immediately making comparisons to Dragon Quest Builders too, and I can see that a lot, and I think that's quite valid. At first I was apprehensive because as a creator, I am used to seeing so many negative opinions about Pokemon, and y'all have heard me say this forever. If I don't like something, I'm not going to play it, and that applies to Pokemon as well. I like TCG Pocket, but I fell out of it and I'm not playing it. I don't feel obliged to play every Pokemon thing because I like Pokemon, right? So when I saw this, I was like, oh God, people are going to hate this. People are going to hate this. People are going to hate this. But as I saw more of this, I was like, nah, this is going to be cool.
Water gun will keep it all healthy.
For the people who like it,
So do the Pokemon.
I think that the Pokemon models look really cute. And when you see the villages all built out, it's like, oh, this kind of looks like... It looks like you can make your own like starter town. You know how in every mainline Pokemon game you have like the really cute starter town that you start in? It really looks like you can make one of these. There's also little references that are really cool.
Collect rocks and wood to build with.
I did, Super Ellie. Welcome.
Till the fields and grow delicious crops. Build homes for the Pokemon you meet. There's so much to do.
Oh, if this came out during lockdown, honey, it would have been over. But Animal Crossing during lockdown is why we keep getting games like this. Now, I wanted to pause here and talk about this. This is why I think there's something to be said. What do those look like? Anybody here played a spin-off game where they had a haystack that looked exactly like that? It seems as though there's references. There's references that are being shown in the trailer that makes me feel as though this is going to be a very charming homage to Pokemon in a fun and novel way. Like, this type of genre has been done before, but I think it's only going to benefit from having Pokemon in it. Like... And I will always say this because I was somebody who never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon until chat made me play it. Not made me, but like inspired me to play it. Every Pokemon spin-off game I have been surprised by. Legends is also a spin-off game. Arceus, when that first came out, when they were first revealing that, I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. And then I tried it and I was like, this is actually really amazing. So I'm hopeful for this. This is just the initial trailer, but...
Go at your own pace.
Y'all know it. Okay. What did we all see? Those of us who saw this, what did we all see? Those of us who saw this already and those of us who are watching it now, what did we all see? Throughout the Nintendo Direct, many of the girls in the Girlypop canon had moments. Jana's releasing merch soon, but also somebody mentioned it in chat. Toon from the spin-off season that we did of Mariomon is featured in the new Yoshi game. Why wasn't Litten in the Direct? Play-Doh is also leading this, yes, but Play-Doh's like really going into like a very method acted role. She doesn't really she wants to get lost in the character.
And you'll have a wonderful space before you.
Look at the Poké Doll.
And you'll have a wonderful.
I didn't think about it, but you can like decorate the indoors as well. And look, you can see outside. Isn't that cool? You can like go inside of a house, but you can see outside, and they have like the Poké Doll and stuff.
Space before you know it.
I think it looks cute. Miss Facade is there. Glindion is there.
Have a wonderful space before you know
Miss
it.
Facade and Glindion. And it's also multiplayer. Did you see the other character jumping around? The other player character jumping around? Look, doesn't that look like a pallet town? Like, I don't know. This looks like it's going to be fun. I think I'm going to play it because, frankly, I make content about Pokemon. I think this is going to be really charming. We don't know much about it yet. Cancel pandering, but in a good way. See, even Yanagi's really excited. Jolie, welcome. And also up in the top left, we can see another Girlypop Lock contestant. Let's see how many Girlypop Lock like actual team members we can spot in here. Isn't Just Jade? Doesn't Oddish? Yeah, Just Jade's in there. Yeah, we have that Lotad. Y'all remember Lotad from season 3? Yeah, it's cool. Just Jade is back. Can you imagine if there is a minor battling element, like they have a Pokemon Center? That would be cute. Squishy, yeah. Yes. Psyduck, yes, Psyduck the Psyduck. We've had so many contestants, you know.
Pokemon.
Mr. Fluff. When they put the actual render in, Mr. Fluff. We also have Linguini Purr. Miss Facade is in there. I like this render. I would like for them to just release this picture without the logos on it, because that would be a sickening background. I think it's so cute. This is such a cute aesthetic. Like, I don't know. I was like apprehensive, but seeing it just like the simulation, a village simulation with a bunch of cute Pokemon in it, I think that this is gonna work. Hi Boche. Yeah, Tatsugiri's in it. The Bulbasaur with the heart, yeah. I love pictures like this. Like there's so many things to see. You know, art, we all get things from it. Oh my god.
Okay,
Jolie, thank you for gifting the 10 subs. Thank you so much. Welcome again. I hope Hatsumiko makes a cameo. One thing I do want to know is if there's going to be more fashion. They did show that the hair colors change, but who knows? I like a little bit of fashion if we're going to do a cozy moment, you know, because you have to, when you wake up in the morning, you go out to your errands, you want to make sure that you're wearing something that you feel confident in. It also looks as though there might be, I want to know what, like, this is just the initial reveal, but like, I want to know if there's a progression system, because you can see the Snorlax is blocking the way there. And in the top left, you can see, a Sudowoodo is blocking the way there. Like, I wonder if there's going to be a progression element. Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's look at the meat and potatoes now. Yeah, there's a lot of biomes on the screen. We got 2 trailers to look at. Is there like a longer one? I just hope that this is it. So this is the Legenza trailer. G stands for gamer. Someone mentioned in Discord that the Japanese trailer for Legenza has more content than the English one. Oh, for real? Okay. I'm gonna pull that up. We're gonna watch the English one and then we'll look over the Japanese one. bum, 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 bum. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Pokemon. Trying to find it. People are being so negative about Legends already. Like, most of it is stuff that Pokemon has fixed or they're doomsaying. Yeah, I honestly, I feel that. It like, in a way, many times when I get excited about stuff, it like, you immediately see like so much negativity. Like, I'll post a video and just immediately people like have already thought of a new thing to like not like. I just try, at a certain point, I with this stream and everything, I'm like, cast it into darkness. I'm just going to talk about it on the stream. My rule of like only looking at the comments for the first like 30 minutes to an hour really rings true for Pokemon, because in all honesty, I will always say this, like, I'm not sitting here trying to convince people to like something that they obviously don't like, but I like it, you know? So that's what I'm going to dwell on. Let's watch the trailer in English. Wait, I haven't seen this. Oh, yes, I have. Okay. Are y'all ready? A lot of people are hating on Greninja, but I don't mind it. I think it's fun that he's upside down. Tsukuhime, thank you for raiding. Hi, Raiders. Y'all see Shibuya? Hi, Tsukuhime. Hi, Raiders. So let's look at this. Well, actually, there's one more. There's one more thing to see. Thank you, Tsukuhime. So that's right. Pancake and Delphox from seasons whatever they were in are all having their moments. Shout out to Hoopa. Shout out to Hoopa. I want to stop and say this real quick. Just thinking about how Legends Arceus was, I was so surprised by Legends Arceus. As y'all know, I don't look at anything other than, oh, it's a Pokemon game, I'm going to play it. Say what you want about it, but I always try to recapture how I was when I was a child, when I first played my first Pokemon that I owned, Pokemon Sapphire. I didn't have like fast internet or anything back in those days. I just got Pokemon. I literally remember I got it at a didn't even get on release because I did not grow up with money. I got it at a flea market, a used copy of Sapphire. I had to delete somebody's save file on it. And that was the first time I played Pokemon. And I experienced it all just as it came to me. As I got more into video games, I started looking at reviews and stuff. And I really became somebody who like would look at every single leak, and I would know how the whole game was before it came out. And ever since I stopped doing that, and I just made content to sort of like get my sort of feelings out instead of like looking at stuff. I enjoy a lot of games, and people accuse me of being like, I don't really care what people accuse me of. I like games. Um, and that's all to say that when Legends Arceus came out, I was apprehensive because when I saw the initial trailers, it looked ugly. And I was like, ooh, what is this? It seems really experimental. And I remember Sword and Shield did not run very well. And I was like, oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. And then when I played it, I was so surprised at the energy that Legends Arceus had. I love the treatment that they gave the legendaries of Legends Arceus. Regardless of if you like the forms, I thought that the story and the build-up was really cool. And I think Hoopa and Zygarde are like so like not thought about. Zygarde was basically canceled, and Hoopa is in that sort of sphere. I know Hoopa was like in a movie or whatever, but getting like stories and narratives and like cutscenes and all kinds of stuff around them in the next Legends game is so exciting to me. Um, Um, I'm really excited for Legends. I think locking Megastones behind competitive play on paid Nintendo Online is really off-putting. The game is already $70. I genuinely, y'all, I don't even want to talk about that stuff. Like, I'm seeing that stuff on the internet. I don't know how we're going to solve that issue here on this stream. I get that that's a really like disappointing thing to some people, but I don't think that this is being fully thought through. If you're really wanting my honest opinion, like, I'm not going to sit here and parrot something I don't believe in. Since Pokemon Red, no, since Pokemon Generation 2, they have been making like exclusive like premium things. You were not able to finish a Pokédex in the Game Boy era unless you had accessories, a friend who had the game, unless you got the third game. Pokemon X and Y literally has leaked documentation that shows that they were making the next premium thing. This is Pokemon. They're going to ask you for money. I'm not saying that you should buy it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. But I don't think that like, I don't know what to say about that because I'm not surprised by that. You know, they've been doing DLCs. They've been doing like third premium games. I think what it is right now is I don't really know what it is. I can get why that's disappointing, but at the same time, I don't think that that's for me personally, I'm not surprised by that. Like the one thing that I can sort of agree on is like somebody was saying like Pokopia in my comment section was like, oh, this feels like a cash grab because they're trying to do like a cozy game or whatever. But like at the same time, I'm like, are they not? This is Nintendo. This is Pokemon. Like, when have they ever done anything that's not as that at a price? I don't know. I don't want to like alienate people by saying that, but at the same time, I don't really know what to say. I just don't want my chat to be like things being parroted at me that like I just don't believe. Like, you can say that you don't like the megas or whatever. I don't care, but there's also like no confirmation as to what the reward will be. Like Pokemon Sword and Shield, I tried the ranking a while, and y'all know I don't build teams really well, but I tried my hand at it. And they had rewards for doing the online ranks, and all you had to do really was just like the qualifying rounds. Like, you didn't even have to do. I think what it is it's the starters. Yeah, and like it's the starters. They're really, really popular, and obviously they're doing that to incentivize people to get the online subscription. But they also like added like trading accessories to the Game Boy Advance. They also had exclusives on the Nintendo DS that encouraged people to get both games. Hello Kitty Island Adventure never treat me like this. Technically, all video games are cash grabs. Right, like, they're products to be consumed. Yeah, they're a mega corporation. Like, I don't want to come to the defense of Nintendo. Like, I've been vocal about my opinions about Nintendo and Pokemon. When Arceus first came out, I felt apprehensive. Pokopia, I have said like what I feel about that. But I don't know. I think what it is this type of marketing preys on FOMO. And FOMO is a really, really effective way to get people to do things because it gets emotional. You do not want to miss out on it. And it sucks that like they're asking you to pay money to do that. I would just say, I say this for gacha games when I play Hoyoverse games. If you don't want to buy it, you can watch somebody play it. You can see what it is. And I'm sure down the line, all these megas will be accessible because Pokemon gives things away every generation. I don't know. I don't know how to riff off of that. Like many times when trailers and teasers and stuff come out, some people will like come to the chat and like just use it to vent their frustrations. And I just don't know what to do because I just don't focus on things that I don't like or like if I didn't like this, I just wouldn't stream it. Okay. Enough talking in silence. Let's talk about the new batch of Pokemon. On that note. Oh wait, no, we have to look at the Japanese. Apparently there's a Japanese thing. What I think of the Raichu megas? I mean, we're gonna rank them, but they're not my aesthetic. I like Y the most. I haven't seen this. I wonder why the catacombs. That was new. Sorry, I'm absorbing it. Velvet Doll. What the heck is that move Chestnut is using? I don't know. I don't know if they'll add new Furfro forms. They'll definitely all be in there. Somebody asked me in my TikTok comment section, they're like, are the Furfro forms going to be in it? Yes, Diva. Yes, Diva. I was like, yeah. It's Kalos, of course, baby. Piplup, thank you for 10 months. This is big to me because all these characters are going to get a mega. Now, some of them have Pokemon that we haven't seen have a mega. I think guy on the far right might have a Mega Lopunny Because he has like a Baneri thing on his head. Hi, Bonquiqui. New teams. Oh my god. Where's Aldino? There's too many. I can't see it all. Last frame. Okay, good. Wait, I want to see. I don't see her. There she is. Okay, I see her. Okay, that's all I care about. Sorry if your mega isn't make it. I'm kidding. I hope all of them are in. I think they're all in. I think, now that I think about it, seeing this frame of Floette, this Floette moment, Florges is going to get a mega, right? She's got to. Maybe I'm overthinking it. So, yeah, in review, I can understand why people are disappointed in this. I will just say, this is how I go about life. I go about my life, expectations extremely low. I don't know, look outside. I keep my expectations low or realistic, so that way I'm not disappointed. Any Pokemon game, what else? Hoyoverse game, AAA game, big corporate game, I'm going to assume that it's going to be a premium consumer experience. I mean, I talked about this with the Switch too. It's disappointing, but I will say that you can have a little bit of hope. I don't see why they would lock this behind if you're going to get the Nintendo Online membership. You don't have to, but if you are going to do this, I don't see how they would or why they would lock this behind like getting top ranking. I think what they're trying to do is incentivize people to play online because it might seem as though they are trying to progressively add new mega evolutions for every season 4, 5, 6, and 7 on. To make this more of like a live service PvP experience after you beat the main story. Take that or leave it. I can see why people wouldn't like that. I'm quite indifferent to that. I think that I'm honestly kind of excited for the battle, if you're asking me, but yeah. I think that what it is they're just going to have people do... So in PvP games, like ranked games, Overwatch, for example, you do like preliminary, like qualifying matches, and then you get your rank. I think that's what they're going to do. They do it in Pokemon as well. Like you do like 3 to 5 matches to get your rank, to see how you are, and then you can get a reward. And they've done rewards as well for mainline ranked games too, so... yeah, it's just Pokemon isn't going to be a hit for everything. Seeing this rollout, I've been really excited, but literally every single trailer that's come out it's disappointed somebody. There's literally like millions of people watching this. You can't please everybody. Anyway, continuing on, let's talk about the new designs. Oh God, we're already going over the time that I wanted to spend doing this. Oh well. We will get Mario Kart in, don't worry. Let's talk Pokemon. 2 chops, 3 slays. We're going to rank them, but I just wanted everybody to see the renders first. I don't mind them, and this is honestly kind of exciting. There are some in here that are just not for me, but I'm actually excited now to see some that are not for me, so we can finally have a more nuanced discussion about what is Girlypop in these debuts. Because y'all know how I get. I take this very, very seriously. These debuts are just debuts to me. We don't know how the season is going to play out. We don't know what it's going to look like in game. Like, we've seen the trailers and stuff, but it's always different when you actually get your hands on it and can play it and can customize it. This is just the debut. Considering the starters each had a fantasy archetype, these megas are great. Choices were made. Just chatting mode just dropped? Huh? What do you mean? Phaun just chatting mode just dropped? Yeah, this is promo look. I like both the new Raichus, and I'm certain in the minority here, but I actually like the Raichu X. It's so cute. So, I'm gonna give y'all my opinions on what I feel about them, and then we're gonna do a girly pop ranking where we're trying to be a little bit more objective. We're really getting into the chatting. Oh, yeah. Look, there's a lot to talk about. I'm excited. This era is really exciting for me. I feel bad because I don't want to alienate people and make people feel bad, but I also don't want to be like fake. Like, I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, I'm so hyped for Nintendo product. But like, you know, if I agree or disagree with something, I hope that people can see that I'm just trying to have a discussion because I'm really passionate about this stuff. Okay, so my opinions. The Raichus, I don't mind. I don't like Pikachu, but I do like Raichu. I've never ran a Raichu, really. Thank you, T. Kettle. I don't think I ever will. I don't see myself running these in the DLC, which I will be getting. Thank you all so much for supporting me because this is the first time I've ever really been able to be on top of a release of any sort of product, and I'm doing my best to cover it timely and be entertaining. Thank you. I do realize that this is a premium product. X is not my favorite. I like Y the most. Y is my favorite of the two, if I had to pick. I do like Y a lot, and if it's a caster, I think that might be fun, like an electric caster, because you know they have like physical and special attack. I say caster because I'm RPG brained. Oh, I'm sorry, Milo. Let's talk about the starters. I said this on TikTok and Reels. I didn't even think about the Gen 6 starters. I literally didn't even think about it. I did not think about it. But like when it happened and Delphox went, "You girls ready to spend some money?" Delphox said, "Who's got a membership?" I gagged. I gagged. I ranked these off the bat, and I still think it's the same. Greninja, for my aesthetic, last place. Chestnut, second place. Delphox, first place. That does not mean I hate Greninja. I think it's actually pretty cool because I think something that we're not talking about enough. I think we're talking about it, but I don't see the culture talking about it enough. This is like such a when you see like the battles in game and the characters running around with their Pokemon and stuff and they're battling and all the effects are going off, it's really cool that Greninja goes upside down, like goes Naruto ninja, and has like a persistent, like a spinning water shuriken that's going to be like on the field. I think that's going to be really fun for people to like create identity around that. And Greninja has what's its shiny look like? No, there's no confirmation on what the shinies look like. Greninja's shiny is like all like jet black, so that's kind of cool. It's not, to me, it's not girly pop, and I'm looking for the girly pop options, you know. And there's no confirmation that that's what it's gonna look like, but but it's quite performative. I'm giving flowers to that. The 3 megas have the color palette of their shiny form. You're right. Oh, the reason why I put Chestnut above it is because Chestnut, to me, Chestnut, when he got that spear out, it's giving like Druid Guardian, like Druid Warrior, Druid Golem. You know, like the golems in like Minecraft and stuff. It's very like ancient forest magic type beat. And I like that. I think that that's fun. But Delphox truly became Delphaba This is why I'm saying, like, we manifest this stuff. We manifest this stuff. Because what do you mean she became this surfing witch? That is so sickening. And one thing I like is that regardless of the reactions and the this and the that and the other, I'm seeing a near consensus excitement over Delphox's Mega. I told my boyfriend this at lunchtime, but I was like, I feel like this reveal of Mega Delphox has righted a lot of wrongs that Pokemon has had with some of the fans lately. This reveal of these three, specifically Delphox, honey, she ate it. Thank you, Oracle. Now let's get into the fun part. Oh. Right here. Oh. Wait a minute. So we have to review this list again. Let me just Photoshop is so hard to stream because it's a strange application. Okay. So, the first thing I want to do now that we're here, I want to touch on this as we have the time to touch on this. I had to sleep on Malamar. I was worried that I was too hyped about Malamar, but if we're talking about the Girlypop conversation, I do think that Malamar is Girlypop. I just didn't want to be too excited. I had to give it some time. Lanazel Gay, thank you for subscribing. I think she's Girlypop. We're thinking about the aesthetic of it, right? Now that we have 5 Mega Evolutions to talk about, and we're really starting to get into the weeds of it all. Welcome to the chat as well, Lana's okay. We're starting to see what really is a debut sort of promo look for a Girlypop. Now, are any of these skip? I'm going to say no. I'm not skipping any of these because I think all of them are quite fun. I really do think they're all quite fun. Even X, Raichu X, I think is the one that's like, I think Raichu X is the one that a lot of people might want to skip, but you got to think about it. The way that Raichu is going to be running with those 2 Tails the Fox tails, I don't know. There's something exciting about that to me. And if Raichu Y is a special attacker with like these big antennas sort of drawing in the magical energies to then output electric energy, I think that's fun. With that being said, I think that Raichu X is a looks around for the Girlypops. I do. The aesthetic is sickening, but we have real strong Girlypops here. Raichu X might be my child. I'm going to put Raichu Y into Girlypop, not Girlypop, into okay, because I can see, you know, if we're thinking about the like sort of classifications that I use on YouTube, okay is something that can go different ways. I do think that Raichu Y has a silhouette and an energy about that render that feels whimsical and magical, and you know, like Ampharos being matched with a Raichu Y that's giving like sparky electric witch, you know? Cheerleader, yeah. And you know, Hawlucha isn't okay because Hawlucha has a narrative. There's just something, he feels like an underdog. And if he did not have that narrative, he would be in Looks Around to me. Raichu Y reminds me of Palmot. You see, Raichu X reminds me of Palmot. And the question is, where's Palmot? Moving on. Pokemon Unite. Chestnut, as much as I personally like it, for the Girlypop aesthetic, I'm gonna have to put it in okay. I know that there's some Girlypops here who just aren't feeling it, and I can't just like hand that out just because I like him. He's okay though, he's okay. Yeah. Greninja, if Greninja didn't have to see, I can't skip any of these. Greninja's going to be Looks Around for me. Ooh, see, I kind of want to put it in skip. But I'm going to put it in looks around. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe I'll warm up to it. But let's say this one together. Live. This is the first live 1, 2, 3, okay? I want to see it in chat. Delphox. We can all agree on this one. The others we're still talking about. 1, 2, 3. Mother. Yeah. A new mother promo look. Yeah. You see how we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9? We got 9 Mega Evolutions revealed, and the conversation is already happening. Imagine what happens when the game comes out.
You woke it up.
Right now, I'm putting a manifestation in for everybody right now. Everybody right now will be getting a Switch 2 soon, as well as the funds that you need, the capital that you need to get the full experience will come to you, because I need all my Girlypops. I need all my Girlypops to safely and casually be able to experience this. If not, feel free to just experience it alongside me at twitch.tv, because the moment this comes out, I will be playing. Like, there's only 9 and we're already just like yapping for like an hour. I'm so excited. I love pop culture. Okay, VOD girlies, let's say bye to the VOD girlies, and we're gonna move on to Mario Kart. VOD girlies, you'll see a Mario Kart video, but for this little section, let me know what you think. I just want to close it out by saying all opinions are valid, but I'm really excited. So, sorry if I be yapping about stuff that, you know, I don't know. I hope everybody can have a good time with this. That's it. Thank you, VOD girlies.